It's been a really windy past few days, with gales so strong that anything like a plant pot could be blown over, which is sadly what happened to my aubergine. I woke up one morning to find a pot blown over, soil spilling out, and as a result the plant stalk was damaged quite badly, which was pretty upsetting, and so I urgently needed to rectify the situation. But since the plant had been growing bigger than its pot recently and really flourishing, I decided this was the perfect opportunity for me to be able to transfer it from the small pot to a bigger pot, so let me show you how to do that. I'd bought a huge pot from the local gardening centre, about 40 centimetres in diameter, and so surely this would be enough space to accommodate the aubergine plant. Whenever I'm transferring a plant from a smaller pot to a bigger pot, I work in a particular process, which is soil layering. And so I'll use all-purpose compost, which I tend to find has enough vitamins and minerals to facilitate healthy plant growth. And I will start off by placing the compost at the bottom of the pot, breaking it apart and then mixing in perlite. I'll mix in the perlite evenly distributed throughout each soil layering I do, and then I'll repeat this process until I get to the top of the pot. At some point I'm going to do a separate video on the benefits perlite has been bringing me, because I think it's really key to share that knowledge with all of you, so stay tuned for a future video. Next, I carve out a space within the soil using my plant pot, so I know exactly where and how much space I have to transfer the plant from the smaller pot to the bigger pot. Next, I use my hand trowel to dig around the edges of the pot so as to loosen up the soil and make it easier for me to coax the plant out of the pot. As you can see, look how battered the stalk is. It's so weak and flimsy, which is a real shame, but there we go, that's why I need to do this urgently. I accidentally dropped the pot, so that taught me not to balance the pot on the rim of anything ever again. I think I did more damage than good at that point. So anyways, I then slowly coax the plant out of the pot, being as gentle as I can. And then I ensured I gathered enough soil around the plant and patted it down in place with my hand trowel and with my hands, so as to ensure that the plant is properly supported. Because as you can see, if I didn't do that and just walked away, the plant, like there, would just fall over on its own, break and wither eventually. And yeah, it was quite successful of a transfer really. I still did my usual method of tying an old hairband around the plant to a stake to further ensure that the plant was kept upright and able to grow upwards rather than wilt from broken stalk. In the comments, let me know any tips you have that have enabled you to complete a successful repotting without any issues. I'm always happy to listen and learn, and hopefully not drop my pot again the next time I do this.